Do you want to learn how to make a 4-ribbon Halloween bow? Welcome back to Flower Friday. That's exactly what we're doing today. We're playing with ribbon. So we're going to do 2 bows, one using a bow maker and one using hand tied. Let's get started. Let's take a look at the ribbon that we're going to be using in this tutorial. We're using a combination of widths. When you start to mix up your widths, you really do get more of a whimsical look, if you will. The other thing I'm doing is I'm mixing up my patterns or prints. This is going to give it more of a more modern, trendy, whimsical look as well. All right, so we've got one ribbon. It's 2.5 inch, and it's got the polka dots, and it's got the stripe. It's got the orange and the black. We also have a 2.5 inch with the harlequin or diamond print in the orange and the black, a 1.5 inch of our polka dots with the black, and then also we have a 7/8 inch with it's more of a shimmer and a glitter, but it's not like, it's not glitter, like it doesn't flake. So I like that it's adding a little shimmer. It matches the little bit of a shimmer that we have on our black. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit of a sparkle, which is really perfect for a holiday, okay? So our holidays are where we can like glam up with a little bit more with the glitter, okay? If we choose. So let's just get started. So I'm also going to be using wire. You can use a pipe cleaner if you want. And then I think I'll go ahead and do this bow on our easy bow maker, just to keep it real simple for you guys, okay? So we're going to do the easy bow maker as well. So let's get started. So how do I know which ribbons to start with? I start with the one that I think is the most like inspirational for me, the one that I love the most. And it's always the 2.5 inch that I start with the back. Now, is that a hard, fast rule? No, it's just me. That's a me thing. So if you want to start with any other ribbons, you can. But for me, I like the foundation of a thicker ribbon. So if I was, I had a 4 inch, I would be using 4 inch. But right now we're sticking with our 2.5 inch. This is the one that I absolutely love the most. And I'm right-handed. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around so that I can put my ribbon here. Now, your streamers are going to depend on the size of your wreath, the style of the wreath. Is it a deco mesh? Is it a garden style? Is it a compact wreath? There's so many different things to consider when you're trying to determine how long to make your streamers. So for the example of this tutorial, we're just going to keep them short, about 8 inches. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and you can go ahead and dovetail now if you want, or you can do it all at the end. I'm going to go ahead and do about an 8 inch streamer, okay? And when you're putting this into your bow maker, these would be considered your fingers, okay? So when I'm hand tying, I'm using my thumb and my pointer finger. In this tutorial, this easy bow maker, these little dowels right here are your fingers. And then I have this dowel over here that just kind of holds the ribbon in place. So I'm always putting my ribbon in a vertical way, okay? And that way I can move the ribbon back and forth and make it whatever length that I need to. And when I'm, clear on the measurement, I then twist the ribbon, okay? So for the easy bow maker, I'm always twisting the ribbon to me. I'm pretty sure. I'm always twisting the ribbon to me. All right, so let's make our first loop. We're gonna go ahead and start this one with, I think, let's do a 6 inch. All right, so this would be perfect for a 14 inch wreath or a 16 inch wreath. All right, so see how I'm putting this down into my dowels, and then we're going to twist, okay? And then I'm going to bring it back around. So now we've got the back side facing, and then the good side facing. So now I'm going to bring this around, and I'm going to go ahead and just lay it vertically into the 2 dowels, and I'm going to move this back and forth on my ruler until I get to the 6 inch mark. And then once I have that, I'm going to twist, okay? Now, which one am I twisting? I'm always twisting on the side where the loop is not created. So the loop is created over here. This loop is not created yet, so this is the side I'm going to twist. And I'm going to twist it towards me, and then I'm going to push it down. Okay, so we've got 2 loops, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Now we're going to create this loop so it flips back on top. Lay it down into your dowels vertically, measure out to the 6-inch mark, and then I'm not twisting here because I'm going to cut this off. So once you decided that you want to end with this ribbon and start with the next, you don't twist, okay? So we're going to go ahead and cut this off to roughly about 8 inches as well. Let's put this streamer over here though, because we've got this one wanting to go this way. Let's do it that way, okay? Now we've got 1 loop on this side and then we have 2 loops on this side. So now we're going to switch it up. We're going to pull over our other 2.5-inch ribbon. Okay. I'm trying to decide what I want here. I think I'm going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it in reverse. Okay, this is going to make a pretty big bow. So again, put it in horizontal and then twist. This is the loop we're making. This is our streamer. So I'm going to be flipping this over, but this is also the side that I'm going to be twisting up. Okay, so we've got that. And then we're going to flip it over. Measure out to our 6 inches. And then we're going to twist. And this is the loop that we're making. So this is the one that gets folded back into the dowels. All right, once we have our measurement and we like it, we're going to twist this side up towards me and push down at the same time. And we're going to do the same exact thing over here. All right, I think that's what we're going to do is just duplicate the first layer like we duplicate the second layer like we did the first layer. All right, maybe we come in a little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to cut. All right, so now what we're going to do is just make sure we can see all of our pretty ribbon. So we're even Steven. We've got 3 loops on both sides of our dowel now. See how it's a balanced bow already? Okay, that looks really pretty. Now what we're going to do is switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple loops of our black and white. Let's go ahead and go in this direction. We're going to twist. From here, I'm going to go in probably 5 inches. Okay, so I'm looking over here on my ruler, looking at the 5-inch mark. You don't want to push it down because then you're pulling out more. All right, you're just going to put your eye above it and look down. All right, so that's 5 inches. And then we're going to be making this loop. So this is the side that gets twisted towards me. We're going to do another loop. Hold on, it's stuck on my apron. Let's go this way. Okay, and we're just doing 2 loops. We don't need to twist. And we're going to cut. Let's just go ahead and finish it off, I guess. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a streamer. We'll do this one about 4 inches. I might do 3 here. Let's do this one about 4 inches. And twist. Oh, wait. Twisted the wrong way. Let's see here. Does that 4? Okay. Do another 4 inch. I'm just going to use this loop as my measurement. And then we'll cut. This loop is looking slightly larger. Let's see if we can't make that a little bit bigger. Oh, maybe we'll make this one slightly smaller. That'll be our little center loop. How about that? Okay. All right, now we're going to get our florist wire. Okay, we're gonna carefully move this off of our bow maker. Now, if you want to use a zip tie, you can. So this is very stacked, okay? So you're using your dowels. Now, when you're hand tying this, it's not stacked like that. It's more fanned out. So if this is where you want to fan it out, you can, or you could just zip tie it and go, go from there. I'm just going to go ahead and shape this one more time, just so I know that I like it. Because sometimes, the measurements get a little off with our pulling it up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some streamers, I think, behind my loops. This is the loop that looks a little shorter, so I'm just going to move that one out, I think. There we go. No, do not pull it out of your fingers. All right, now which is this is the smaller loop. Okay, and then this one's going to go over here. Now again, you don't have to do what I'm doing here. See, I knew that one looks bigger. All right, and now from here, I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little more of this ribbon to the back, just to give a little bit of that color on the back side. Okay, so but if I wanted that to, if you want to do everything on the bow maker, you would just start with the streamer on this, down first, okay? And then maybe I do another one of these as well, because this is my favorite ribbon. Okay, we're going to cut. All right, I'm going to grab my wire. I'm going to turn it over like I'm checking my watch. And then I'm going to lift up my pointer finger, and then I'm going to roll this around. Okay, make sure my legs are somewhat even on the bottom of my wire. Shimmy it down to make sure it's under your thumb. Before I tie anything off, I'm just giving it a quick, look. Make sure it looks even. Okay, and then twist. You're twisting the bow. Okay, that looks cute. So then from here you can go through and dovetail or angle cut your ends just to make it look a little bit more polished. All right, now I want to show you, let's try a hand tied. All right, we're going to measure out our little 8-inch streamer. Let's see. All right, pinch and pleat. We're going to measure out 6 inches. So we did 6, so that means we put it to 12 inches on your mat. Okay, and then you're going to fold it away from you to create your first loop, just like that. So this is the back side. Okay, we've got our first loop. What we want to do is make this the good side. All right, so we have to twist. We're going to twist it towards me, make another loop, lay it down on your mat, 12 inches. See how I'm keeping everything pretty firm. Take it away from me. I use this finger to hold things in place, and then I can measure to see if that's about even. When I like it, I remove it from this finger, and then I feed it into these 2 fingers, my thumb and my pointer. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, I need to twist this, but this finger's in the way, so I'm going to lift it up, twist it, place it back down to hold it, and then I'm going to do another 12 inches. All right, pinch and pleat, and then twist and cut. So now we've got our 3 loops. Remember, we started with the 3 loops on our easy bow maker. Let's go ahead and do our little streamer on the back, because we definitely liked that. Switching our ribbons up. we're going to do the same thing, but this time we want to balance this. So we have to start it in the opposite direction. So remember how this streamer started below our thumb? So now we're going to start this streamer above our thumb, okay? Just like that. And then we're going to measure it out to 12 inches on our mat. Take it away from you. Pinch and pleat, measure, twist, away from me. Lay it down on the mat to 12 inches. Take it away from me, pinch and pleat, and then twist it towards me one more time. Literally just duplicating the first ribbon. Pinch and pleat, okay? And then we're gonna twist because this is the back side. So we're gonna lift up that finger, twist, place the finger back down, and cut. So right here is where we have somewhat of a column happening of two different ribbons. So I'm going to mix this up. Now, one of the things I think that a lot of people make a mistake on when they're hand tying is they feel like they have to really grip onto the ribbon, and then you start to get a cramp in your hand. So you don't need to really grip it. You want to be able to move things. All right, so we're going to move this over here. Okay, so now we're going to switch it. We're going to add 2 loops of our black and white, but it doesn't matter which way you start it. Measure it out. Remember, we went 5 inches with this one, so this is going to be 10 inches on our mat. Twist. Do it again to 10 inches. Pinch and pleat. Okay, and then twist it towards you and cut. All right, and now we're going to shimmy this over. We really want this color to be balanced. Okay, so now we're going to switch it to our 7/8. And we did 3 loops on our previous bow. So we're going to do 3 loops here. And this one was, again, I think, did we go 4 inches? So that would be 8 on the maker. I mean, on the mat. 1, 2, 3. Just going to make sure everything measures. And then cut. And then let's add another little streamer of the glitter in the back to match our first bow that we did. All right, so now we're just gonna, make sure everything looks even, Steven. All right, and now you're gonna grab your wire. You're gonna turn it over, lift up your pointer finger, wrap that wire around. You can, again, use a zip tie if you want. All right, and then we're gonna make sure our legs are even. And at this point, I want to pinch while I'm fluffing. Here's what the back of my hand looks like. Now what I want to do is pull this bow towards me and the wire away from me at the same time twisting my bow until it's secured. Really, really fun. All right, so let's go ahead and dovetail. And now you can see our 2 bows. We have our bow maker and we have our hand tied. I absolutely love how these turned out. I can't wait to make a wreath with them. Comment below and tell me which one do you prefer, the bow maker or the hand tied. And don't forget to give us a subscribe if you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.